Another month, another candle. And today is the first Sunday of the month. You know what this means. We're going to talk about the market as a whole and make some predictions for the end of the year. We have a lot of actions going on, lots of greeds in the stock market, even more greed in the crypto market. And I want to go back to this chart. I want to show you something in this video that will emphasize the points in the title of this video, that we're looking at the last chance that you have to buy cryptocurrency at an affordable price. Now, some might say $20,000 for Bitcoin is not affordable. Judging from the pattern that we have seen from the last 10 years from Bitcoin, I think it's fair to say that right now we're heading towards one of the biggest bull run. We can also say that the price that we're looking at now in comparison to where we're heading will be considered cheap. And considering that you can buy cryptocurrencies with $10, $5, even $1 Bitcoin, so it's still a great investment. So right now we're looking at the last chance that you have before we start this major pump. And the month of November just confirmed it. Now we have a full candle close. We can analyze something. And I want you to check back for this video because I'm also going to talk to you about the ash ribbon, which is the signal that we've been looking at for the last couple weeks. It finally triggered a buy point. That means basically this indicator is saying that even though we have an extreme greed, we're still at an ideal point to buy Bitcoin. And you know how it works. Once Bitcoin goes, all the other cryptocurrency goes. As usual, I'm going to discuss about the entire market as a whole: gold, oil stocks, Nasdaq, and S&P 500. We're going to discuss about all that coming up after the intro. What's up, guys? This is JC and welcome to the Wealth Engineering channel. The more you pay attention to, the more aware you become. And in this channel, we pay attention to stocks, crypto, real estate, and business to find the best place to grow your portfolio. If this is something that interests you, make sure you smash on the like button, subscribe, and click the bell. The first Sunday of every month, we look at the market and we do a monthly forecast. And today I'm going to make a prediction on where Bitcoin is going to be a month from now. Now, every Sunday after that, we follow up on this prediction to see if we're on or off target. We had a lot of action in the crypto and stock markets. We're going to start the analysis. But before I start, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel and everyone who signed up to the Technical Investor course. Lately, I've been receiving a lot of questions, a lot of interest, especially with the latest price from Bitcoins and XRP. You know, guys, these are my top two favorite cryptocurrencies. A lot of people that have been interested in the course have been approaching me privately, and I've been receiving a lot of new students as well on my course. So I want to make sure that you're ready for the bull run that is about to start, and you're running out of time to get yourself ready. So in our course, we talk at length not just about cryptocurrency, but we also talk about how you can utilize cryptocurrencies, stock market, real estate, and business to make the most efficient investment to grow your portfolio and to build generational wealth. I have a lot of videos about cryptocurrencies and how you can utilize this trend, how to analyze the market. It's very interesting, so make sure you sign up. I currently have a 73% discount, so make sure you check this out because the price will not always stay like this. I currently have a 73% discount on the course right now, so make sure you check it out because this is only for a limited amount of time. Let's get to the chart, but before we start with Bitcoin, I'm going to start with the S&P 500. I'm going to leave a timestamp in the description below, so make sure you check this out if you want to jump in straight to the market you're interested in. S&P 500. Now, we're already 6 days in the new month, and we can already see an obvious trend here. The market is pumping. The monthly candle closed above this orange line right here. So this is very bullish for the stock market as a whole. And we can expect more news about all-time high unless there is a major correction. And the reason why when it comes to the stock market, I always have an alert about a correction is because of this 2-year trend. This pattern right here is a bearish divergence we still hasn't broken this divergence. We need to have the RSI pass this orange line right here and start closing maybe on a weekly candle above this orange line right here. And until this happens, I will not feel comfortable about the market as a whole, despite the all-time high that is currently happening. When you look at the economic indicators, when you look at the unemployment rates, the market should technically be down, but it seems that it's pumping. So maybe the Federal Reserve is pumping the market, making sure that the business are staying afloat, and that's affecting the price of the stocks as well. But it's not natural, and I think the RSI is perfectly capturing this. But in a short term, we can expect some more all-time high with the stock market, and the Nasdaq is following a similar pattern. It's just a different way of expressing the same thing. You can see that we're talking about this triangle that's about to happen, and breaking above it will create all-time high. And we're seeing this right now, and it doesn't seem that it's about to stop. Momentum are starting to building on a MACD. The curve is starting to pointing up again on the RSI. Still in bullish territory with a wide open mouth on the ADX. However, the strength is heading down. So over time, maybe by the end of the month, we can see a lower trend, lower strength on the stock market. But as of now, the stock market as a whole is very greedy. At some point, we need to see a correction, because when people are greedy, you need to be fearful. So this is the US dollar. Last week we talked about it, and this week is not any better for the US dollars, because we've broken a major support on the US dollar, and ever since then we've been diving down. On a monthly candle as well, you can see this pattern where we're heading towards the next support, and the US dollar still has some way to go down. When you look at the indicators, the RSI is still pointing down. MACD is doing some momentum, and this is on the monthly chart. And if we're looking at this on a monthly chart, it doesn't look like the next couple of weeks will be bullish for the US dollar. We might see this trend extend up until like 2 to 3 months from now. So this is a long-term trend, and that gives a lot of room for cryptocurrencies. When the US dollars goes down, cryptocurrencies goes up. Usually gold goes up as well, but lately gold has been acting just like the US dollar. So it's interesting to see, and I think it's because of the stock market. The more bullish the stock market has become, the less bullish people are on gold, and the more hopeful that they are on the stock market. So it's interesting to see this alternative, but so far there's a clear divergence between gold and cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin. Crude oil. What I saw last month is that we broken this pattern here, the continuation pattern that's been happening for a while, and the monthly candle closed right below the EMA21 monthly average. So this is very interesting. Now, this month, for the month of December, we're already playing above the EMA21, and that's kind of what I expected. Because when you put it on the weekly, and we've been looking at this for a while, you can see a clear trend here, and you can see like 5 candles in a row are still green, pumping up, and that's really going to benefit stocks like ExxonMobil or any stocks that are in the oil sector. Last week, we were talking about a dump on the gold market. This week, it seems that gold has been correcting itself. When we look at it on a long term, it's basically testing this support area right here. But I don't like this structure, because even on the monthly, we had a giant doji candle on the gold market. And since then, we've been going nothing but down. So unless we see a major reversal candle, or something that can indicate a reversal pattern, we can expect to see gold going down even lower for the next couple months. So basically a month or two, we might see a clear test around this white line right here, and that's going to be interesting to see. When we put it on a weekly chart, we can see the MACD is gaining momentum on the gold market. We have a bearish cross. Strength is getting lower, but this is still bearish, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So far on the short term and on the relatively long term for gold, it's not looking good yet, because it's starting to show a clear pattern. Like, look, we're having a low, lower low, and if we use this as a low, then that's basically a clear pattern. Once we have 3 points on a pattern, we can definitely confirm it. And then this is a high, which is lower than this high. So we might create another lower high here at some point. And that's another trend that's just not looking good for gold. I find this very interesting with these economic times that we're having. A lot of uncertainty on the job market. COVID's been affecting, the pandemic's been affecting people left and right. So you would think that gold would pick up in value by now, but it's not happening. And I see the EMA 21 curving on a weekly. I'm worried about gold right now. So usually I don't like to bet against gold because I like I like what gold stands for. I like that it's true money, in one of the most original true form of money that we have in our society. I don't like to trade against gold, but I gotta look at this chart, and if I'm looking just on the chart alone, so far as of now, the chart is pointing into some serious trouble for gold, unless there is a major reversal. We might see the next couple 45 days. We might see gold stocks taking a hit because of this. All right. What I find very interesting is that while the RSI was going downward, the MACD was going downward. You can see the ADX is not showing much momentum. Strength's going downward as well. But the price action's been going sideways. And it's been going sideways, and it still stayed between 18.4 and 19.4K. So this is a very interesting, and that's another reason for me that I'm really sure that we're about to see some major explosion. Remember, the greed factor is very high. So this is uncharted territory when it comes to the greed index for cryptocurrencies. The other things that I found interesting is when you put it on a daily, there is a buying point that is triggered. We have seen the gap going lower. There was a cross. The buy point is set despite having the price on this continuation pattern and not going down, despite having the RSI not even reaching 50 yet, and it's already triggering a buy. So that means in the next week or two, we might see a major pump on Bitcoin. That leads me to predict that we're going to see price action above $20,000 by December 31st. So the year is going to close with Bitcoins above $20,000. That is one of my predictions. And I have another chart that can validate this. What you're looking at right now is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And I had predicted a couple weeks ago this pattern and cup and handle pattern before it happens. To my surprise, it happened exactly as I predicted. It bounced it back. Last week, we were talking about a potential retest on this area and then a bounce back up. So my prediction is there is two options. In the next 2 weeks, this is what's going to happen. We're either going to have a rejection here, go back down again, and then go back and reject this, or we're going here and reject this, and we're going to start on a bull run all over again, having the market dominance reach at least 68 or even 70, closing above this green line. So this is what I'm expecting to see on a relatively near term for Bitcoin. This could happen by the end of the month. Like we could see something like this, a breakout pattern, and then we have a 70% Bitcoin dominance. This could bring the price above 20,000, even 25,000, possibly 30,000 in a month. So this is going to be a huge move. When it comes, it's going to cause a frenzy. People are going to talk about Bitcoin all over the place. So it's going to be interesting. And this is why you need to get ready. You need to get ready before it happens, so that when it happens, you can reap the rewards of it. And you can look into coins like this because, hey, when Bitcoin is pumping, altcoins are pumping. And right now this is on XRP. It's only 60 cents. It used to be 25 cents. It used to be 26 cents. It used to be below 30. And in this channel, we have observed XRP for a long while. Last week, we were talking about a bull flag forming. And this week, we had more data to validate this flag. Continuation pattern. It's looking for a breakout. So things like this are something to keep an eye on. I've been talking about it for a while. If you have been investing in crypto and stock market in less than 3 years, you want to check the course. The course is really going to make things a lot clearer for you, give you clarity, focus, and direction. We talk about all that, but at the very least, you need to get ready for cryptocurrencies, because this is one in every 4-year cycle that shows up, and we're about to break 20,000. Once we break 20,000, we're starting phase 2 of the bull run, and phase 2 of the bull run is very hectic. It pumps very fast overnight, and I want you to be ready for this. So this would be my advice for the week. This would be my advice for the month. Find your way to make sure that you can take advantage of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. In my course, we talked about that in length. If you want to do that with us, sign up, use the benefit, use the discount, 73% off. Make sure you check this out. With that said, we'll talk on the next video.